Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be analyzing the charts of Kaspa, see what is happening with the price of Kaspa, and of course, what is yet to come. So, going into Sunday morning, you are seeing altcoins actually seeing a little bit of red across the board. The reason as to why this is the case is because of the fact that dominance number one is picking up, and Bitcoin price has seen a little bit of a retracement. We're sitting below $64,000 as of recording this update, and I'm sure you guys know the significance of that specific level. But anyhow, if you're looking at Kaspa, it is down about 2.1%. But Kaspa had a great day today. When I pull out the charts, of course, things will make more sense. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So, looking at the price of Kaspa right now, 16.7 cents, down 2% as mentioned in USD comparative. And if you're looking at Bitcoin comparative, we're actually up 0.4%. Market cap at 4.17 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 82 million. So, if you've been following the channel over the course of the last few days, one thing I've been quite clear about Kaspa is the fact that, you're seeing a little bit of lag within its price. But that lag actually did end up changing today. And again, when I pull out the chart, you will see the significance of, the level that we've been speaking about. And, really shows you how, good of a move it really had. But of course, due to Bitcoin dominance skyrocketing, and again, speaking about Bitcoin dominance skyrocketing, if you've been watching the channel over the course of the last few days, I've been speaking about this, massive dominance, pretty much picking up and on the verge of breaking towards a new yearly high. And you can see this for yourself. I would not be surprised if we do see the dominance index actually breaking past the yearly high that we set for ourselves on August the 9th. Again, a lot of conversations taking place in the crypto space about Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high. And, usually when that does tend to happen, we do see more money flowing into Bitcoin from altcoins. Reason why? Because, of course, people think Bitcoin will outpace the broader market. And that's what we're looking at happening. If you're looking at BTC right now, of course, and we're in a weekend, number one. On the weekends, we do tend to see more manipulation than usual. Let's not forget that part. But pretty much you are seeing the price of Bitcoin, holding above that $63,000 level, but we're below the 64K major key support line that I've been speaking about over the course of the last few days. So, we're barely below it, but it's extremely important for the price of Bitcoin to stay above that range. As you guys know, that is that level where I remain bullish for the entire space. And of course, as of recording this update, we're below $64,000. But in a grand scheme of things, you could pretty much say we're very close. But speaking about being very close, it is very important that we do see this resistance turning into support going into Monday morning. Now that we have that out of the way, let's take a closer look at Kaspa. And as I said to you guys earlier in the video, something very interesting happened with the price of Kaspa, which I have been speaking about on the channel over the course of the last few days, to be specific. And what is that? Now, you guys are probably wondering, what is exactly this specific level that I'm talking about? So I'm sure to the regular day-to-day viewers, you guys know what I'm talking about. That is this resistance at the 17.3 cents mark. And you can see this for yourself. Pretty much since the beginning of the month of August, we've been seeing the price actually holding below this key resistance. We've seen like 3 to 4 different retests at this key resistance, but just the overall volume is just not enough for the price of Kaspa to actually break out of this key resistance. And I've told you guys, once you see this key resistance breaking out, you will see Kaspa making a move quite fast. And you can see this for yourself. We did see Kas reacting to this altcoin pretty much short-term rally that we have seen over the course of the last few days. And you are seeing the price of Kaspa actually breaking out of this key resistance earlier today, and it did make its way up to 16.8 cents. But look at it, guys. We never managed to see that close above this key resistance. And of course, the significance of this key resistance, because pretty much, let's go back down memory lane. At one point, this was an all-time high, and of course, as the price tries to break towards the upside again from these key levels, this does come as a massive hurdle. And we have seen, the history of this key resistance really, playing out over the course of the last few months. But, this is something that you wanted to see happen. Of course, now you're seeing a little bit of pullback, but, the previous resistance where you were seeing the price of Kaspa having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of, that exact same resistance is now playing as a level of support. And how do I know that? If you're looking at it, if I were to zoom in for you guys, you could see the price is actually holding at that exact support line, which of course, like I said, was a resistance as we were trying to break towards the upside. So far so good. I like what I'm seeing here for Kaspa. And the overall upward trend is still in play. It hasn't been invalidated. If you look at it from the daily perspective, the daily time frame, this speaks for itself. If you know technical analysis, this is one of the best setups. If you're looking at it from the daily time frame, whether you're looking at it from the weekly time frame, the price and the trend is still in this upwards trajectory. So again, it's really, really important for the price of CAS to get back above this key resistance, to get into the 0.50, and then obviously start heading towards the 38.2. I do believe that Kaspa, if it's able to get that close above this key resistance, we will see a 23.6 fib retest faster than a lot of people know. But again, one step at a time. Let me know your personal thoughts down below regarding this as to what you think is going to happen. Of course, in terms of centralized exchanges, you're not hearing anything except Kraken coming out and speaking about, they have Kaspa on their roadmap. But again, being on the roadmap and actually having a listing is a complete different thing. And as I've been pretty much speculating over the course of the last, few months, reason why I think a lot of these exchanges haven't listed Kaspa on their spot platform is due to the fact that, the smart contracts have not launched. I think they're waiting for that before the listing does occur, because let's face it, this is one of the most talked about project in the space. And despite having not a big market valuation compared to its competitors, speaking about competitors, it has the long way to go, and that's the risk factor that a lot of people need to realize. You cannot just automatically compare Kaspa to the likes of Solana or the likes of Ethereum or the likes of Cardano. Those guys actually have massive amounts of utility, and they have a few years worth of work being done and developers actually building on it. But that does not mean Kaspa cannot get to that potential. But as of now, in terms of being there, it's not there. I know the Kaspa mega moon boys don't like hearing this, but that's the reality. That is the reality. You don't want to be making that comparison just yet. But people are, of course, speculating. They have done their due diligence research and are really excited about the technology itself and see the vision that CAS has. And of course, tokenomics being much better compared to some of its competitors. But in terms of being there, as far as mass adoption goes, it still has a long way to go. But let me know your personal thoughts down below regarding this. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.